So oud continues to be a very popular note in perfumery, and today we're going to go ahead and review Shams Oud by Memo Paris. This right here, you'll have a chance at winning one full bottle of Shams Oud as well if you are a subscriber of Looking, Feeling, Smelling Great and a USA resident. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Sebastian with Looking, Feeling, Smelling Great, and this is a SafflerBond.com contributor video. We are going to go ahead and review Shams Oud by Memo Paris. This is a 2011 release. It's an eau de parfum concentration. And once again, we have Aliénor Massenet as the nose behind the fragrance. We've done reviews for Marfa and Russian Leather. She also did the fragrance for, and now we've got Shams Oud as well. And Shams Oud retails for $230 for a 75 ml bottle like this. And if you don't know what Shams means, it's an Arabic word that means the sun. So it's a perfect word for this, and I'll tell you more about that after we talk about the notes and so forth. But I think it's very, very fitting for this particular oud fragrance. For the notes in Shams Oud, we've got oil of pepper, rose, oil of ginger, and saffron for the top notes. In the heart notes, we've got cypriol heart and cashmeran. And in the base notes, we've got tonka bean, tolu balsam, absolute, styrax absolute, labdanum absolute, and oud accord. So when you spray Shams Oud, immediately you start picking up the ginger. It is a pretty big ginger dominant note here. It is, and actually, come to think of it, I should also mention that upon my research on the Memo Paris website, they mentioned that the ginger and the oud are the main players here, and I do agree with that. So once it's drying down and it's heading to the heart territory, the cypriol note kicks in, and I'm a huge fan of this note. Similar to papyrus, which I also really love. It's in fragrances like Timbuktu and a couple of others that I'm a big fan of. But cypriol is pretty big here, and actually they should have mentioned that on my research on the website, that cypriol should have been one of the main players, because for me, it is all about the oud, it is all about the ginger, plus it's all about the cypriol, because it kind of basically dominates along with the other two notes. And finally in the base we've got tonka bean, and the oud is pretty dominant anyway, so it just pretty much takes over. As I was saying, the Shams Oud, the name meaning sun oud, I think it's a perfect name for that, because what's going on here is ginger is the opposite of the oud. The oud is very heavy, dense, slightly animalic, very, very dark oud, but the brightness of the ginger is kind of like taking over and kind of like pushing it, so it kind of balances it out and makes for a very sunny but still very heavy, dark, dense oud fragrance. If you've had your experience with niche perfumery and you like the ouds, you like the big bold fragrances, you love the animalics, then I would actually advise you to go right to this fragrance and really try it out, because even though I find it to be really big and bold, once the initial top of the animalic portion dries down, it becomes such a wonderful fragrance on the dry down, and I really, really enjoy wearing it. It's almost to the cozy factor there. So it is a little difficult to wear, but only at the top. And once the difficult part dries down, it is, like I said, a lovely, lovely release. The other thing I want to mention about Shams Oud is that it is very, very well performing. It's excellent, actually. Only a few sprays goes a long way, so you don't need many. And if you're spraying that little, this fragrance will last you pretty much a very long time, if not your entire lifetime, because it's not something I could wear on a day-to-day basis. It's when I want to be bold, I want to stand out, and I want to get eyes at me or something, I want to be noticed. It's when I would pull for this. But other than that, it is definitely not something I would wear to work or places where I'm going to be close with other people, if that makes sense. So I do enjoy this one. It's a little difficult to wear, but once it gets going, it turns out to be an excellent, excellent release. So if you get a chance, do try out Memo Paris's Shams Oud. I do recommend it. So if you want to participate in the giveaway for a full bottle of Shams Oud like this, you have to be a USA resident, of course, and you have to be subscribed here. All you have to do is click the link below for SafflerBond.com. Go to SafflerBond.com. You have to be registered, as that's a qualification, and you also have to be commenting there. And once you comment there, they'll randomize the list and then select a winner of a registered user there and a subscriber here. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Please let me know your thoughts about Shams Oud. Have you tried it? Are you curious to try it? Are you a fan of oud fragrances? Are you a fan of Memo Paris? Let me know in the comments section below and we can have a conversation started. Also, please like this video, please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.